to talk about argumentative speaking, but it's actually one way to enhance our students' critical thinking and problem-solving skills. So I'm going to share my screen. I've already shared. Has everyone seen my slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so, okay, wait. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this topic. Yeah, the title is Building Critical Thinking and Problem-Solving Skills Through Argumentative Speaking. So actually, Pak Toyibi and I are now writing a book entitled about this topic, and this is based on our research. Actually, the compilation of research on critical thinking and problem-solving skills. But actually, the book does not always only talk about critical thinking in classrooms or in classroom activities, but it's more in general. Yeah, so it can be used in the classroom and out of the classroom. Okay, so actually our research or our book comes up with these global issues on critical thinking. So actually it has been critical thinking crisis is actually not a very new issue in our global world. Yeah, so in every country has these issues, but with different range, of course. And from these articles, yeah, we can see that it's not only Indonesia, although yeah, the Jakarta Post has posted a couple of years ago that education in Indonesia is actually lacking critical thinking and problem-solving skills when they leave from schools. So this is actually not good, because critical thinking is not always useful when they are studying or when they are learning at school, yeah, or in university, but it's beyond, yeah, it's lifelong. So in our lifetime, we need it, yeah, until we die. And then it's not only in Indonesia, and the Test magazine a couple of years ago also launched this topic. School leavers lack the critical thinking skills used for university. Exam board warns. Okay, so the issue is that from this article, it is said that exams do not really do not really develop students' critical thinking and problem-solving skills, because the exams are only written in particular schedules. They have to answer some questions, and then that's it. Yeah, and then it is scored by the teacher. And there is no, what is it? Or there is a lack of questions, yeah, with high critical thinking skills. And then here from the Guardian as well, critical thinking, how to help your students become better learners. Why most articles in this, what is it, credible magazines always launch the issues of critical thinking crisis from schools, because actually our critical thinking skill is sharpened when we are learning at school. And then the New York Times also launched this issue, yeah, about education, critical thinking. So this is actually a book, but it is launched by the New York Times. And this is talking about how critical thinking should be enhanced in education or through education. Okay, so based on these problems, although this is actually not a new issue, but it still needed, what is it, a special attention from us, yeah, as teachers. Okay, So this is actually not because of the global issues about this critical thinking crisis, but this is also the needs in the 21st century, that we have forces, or see forces, first one is critical thinking, and then the second one is creativity, the third one is collaboration, and the fourth one is communication. So these four skills are not only needed for for teachers, for students, but also these four skills should be should be embedded by everyone when they leave from schools or university. Okay, so this is the importance of critical thinking. So I compiled some of researchers about this critical thinking importance. These are only some here because there are so many research about this. So the first one is enhancing students' academic performance. Yes, of course, when a student has high ability in critical thinking, that then they will be able to solve some problems. So actually, problems are not always problems that we commonly meet, like life problem and etc. But problems mean something which is happening around us, and they are seeing those issues or those problems that are needed solutions. So actually that's that's the sensitivity of a student should have for this skill, for this critical thinking skill. And then this is based on Hall and Elder's research in 2002. And then according to Figliuolo in 2016, that enabling this critical thinking in skill is enabling employees with critical thinking skills to economize budgets for unnecessary decisions and are able to avoid future problems that jeopardize colleagues and institution. So why, as I said before, critical thinking is not only learned and used when they are studying at schools or at university, but even when they are employees, when they are working in some companies, if they have this skill, then Figliuolo says that this can economize budgets for unnecessary decisions, because they can filter which are needed and which are not, and then it actually is able to avoid future problems that jeopardize colleagues and institution. So with this critical thinking skill, for example, a leader in a company, they will make effective or a proper decision, so that the decision is not jeopardizing or endangering colleagues and institution, because of this skill. And then according to NEBA in 2019, that this critical thinking is developing judgment, evaluation, and problem-solving abilities. So this is actually what I'm talking about in this book, that there is an interconnection between critical thinking and problem-solving skills. If someone has a critical thinking ability, then they will be at least have sense to solve the problems, or the problems that are needed to be solved. Okay, so this is actually the interconnection between critical thinking, problem solving, and argumentative speaking. So why are they so correlated? Because first, in this argumentative speaking, the activities are like this. it has these layers. There are 3 layers of argumentative speaking activities. The first one is motion. So motion is the topic or the problem that should be solved by the student. Yeah. So from this motion or this topic or this problem, a student should choose or should decide whether they agree or disagree with this motion, with the statement, with the topic. Yeah. And then after that, they will have to give their argument. So the arguments formula is commonly known ARROW. So ARROW stands for assertion, reasoning, evidence, and link back. And in this activity, the students must do research, and they have to make proposal from is the information that they have researched from this phase. Yeah. So they have to research, they have to read a lot about sources, about cases, about problems, and etc. And then after that, they have to formulate, they have to analyze the research, the information that they have, and then they have to give the solution. And in giving the solution here is called proposal. So proposal means, the solution is that they offer to solve the problem, to solve the motion. And then after that, there will be rebuttal, point of information, and recap activity. So in this activity, students must have self-reflection. So whether the arguments or the research or the reasons, the evidence that they have got, that they have researched are true or not, or are proper or not to solve this problem, to solve the motion. And then after that, after this self-reflection, the students must make judgment. So judgment is the recap or the conclusion, whether this solution is proper or not for this problem, for particular problem. Okay, so in argumentative speaking, there are also introduction for these 3 types of debating styles. The first one is Australasian parliamentary debating system. The second one is Asian parliamentary debating system. The third one is British parliamentary debating system. So in Australasian is actually the acronym from Australia and Asian. So this is the combination between debating in Australian and Asian parliamentaries, and this is actually not really used today. Yeah, a couple of years ago it was used very massively, but this first type of style is currently not really used. Yeah, in yes.
You have 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay, Pak. Okay, and then the second one is Asian parliamentary debating system is using the parliamentary debating system in Asia, and also British parliamentary debating system. The British parliamentary debating system is mostly used today, in national competitions, in senior high school and higher education levels. Okay, so actually these are our studies. So this is my research collaborated with my student. The title is Improving Students' Critical Thinking Skills Through Argumentative Speaking for Higher Education Students. So in cycle 1, in cycle 2, we can see there that there is significant improvement when before they are treated with with these critical thinking components. So actually here we use these components from fashion to 2011, about components of critical thinking. There is interpretation, analysis, influence, evaluation, explanation, and self-examination. Okay, so critical thinking can be achieved through argumentative speaking activities. And then the second research, this is me as well, collaborated with one of my students. entitled Improving Students' Critical Thinking Skills in Online Speaking Activities, there is also improvement, about these criteria: speaking liveness, expressing argument, refuting argument, sentence structure, teamwork. So from cycle 1 to cycle 2, there is improvement too, although this is not as significant as our previous research. Okay, so this is the students' learning outcomes result from cycle 1 and cycle 2. There is also improvement, although this is very slight, for this average score. And then, okay. Okay, yes, thank you. So this is assignment. So I actually want you to fulfill this one. There are only 6 questions, only 6 questions that you have to answer from this link, and then I will share this link in the chat box as well. From me, thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thanks, Ms. Susiati, for the presentation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Alhamdulillah, all the presenters, there are 5, presents all the materials. I'm sure that you have many questions to all speakers. So we have more than 30 minutes, inshallah, for question and answer. I hope it's enough for today sharing. I hope that we can maximize this meeting, this available meeting, sharing knowledge, UMS lectures from English and education lectures together with teachers or here. Okay, thanks you. Now I will open first slot, first term for question and answer. Maybe I can open for 3 questions. Maybe you can raise your hand or write in the chat. Then I will read to the speaker.
Mr. Mujazid?
Yeah.
May I have a suggestion?
Yeah.
Okay, just let everybody to speak. So not necessary for you to have a limit on 3 participants. Just let them speak.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe some question, addressed to a particular presenter, but then we will answer all the questions after all the participants address their questions. Itu saja. Siapa silahkan, kemudian nanti karena because you see that time is quite limited. Okay.
So it means it's all open for all.
Open. Okay. Silahkan ngomong apa saja. Feel free. Monggo silahkan. You may either say bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Jawa pun boleh.
Boleh.
Iya, santai aja. Oke.
Bu Putria mau memulai?
Ayo, silahkan Ibu. Monggo Bu. Oke. No need for you to speak English, oke? Ini hubungannya nyari ilmu, yuk.
Ya, masalah ini.
Ayo, silahkan Ibu Putria.
Mas Amdan, silahkan.
Ayo, silahkan. Mas Pitoyo, Mei. Ayo dong. Yulia, come on. Halo. Kelingan. Hey, memendangi semangatnya kami ini loh. Kelingan kau karena memendang. Halo.
Ya, Mas Pitoyo mulai, silahkan.
Yang dari WMS siapa?
Saya alumni, Bu.
Oke. Ya, alumni, non alumni silakan.
Juga, Bu.
Ayo. Siapa tadi?
Mas Pitoyo, Bu.
Oh ya, Pitoyo. Terus siapa lagi? Aku masih ingat tuh wajah Pitoyo tuh. Oke, still in my memory, long term memory. Ayo, siapa lagi? Mas Agung, ayo dong. Boleh diomongin apa saja lah, feel free ya. Rifki, Hamdan. Ayo Mas, oke. Unek-uneknya ditok Mas, ayo.
Izin bertanya Bapak Ibu.
Boleh.
Mas
Ya,
Rifki.
nanti serempak akan apa namanya dari Bu Susi sampai saya terakhir. Tadi
Oke.
urutnya kan Memendang, terakhir Mas Susi. Nanti yang ngomong urut dari Mas Susi ke Memendang. Oke.
Yeah. I have a question. I think it's about related to your topic, Bu Endang. It's about the theory, the pedagogy. Do you think that changing curriculum is necessary? I think it feels like different ministry we have different curriculum. And which one do you prefer, changing or revising curriculum? And why? Or if it should be revised, what do you think? Which part do you think it should be revised? Thank you. I think all the speakers can add their opinion related to my question. Thank you.
Oke, good point. Oke, jadi kepada siapa saja ini nanti ya. Silahkan lagi ya.
Masih ada, silahkan yang lain.
Saya memang.
Ada yang angkat tangan.
Ya, saya.
Ya.
Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, I will ask with Endang. You said that learning autonomy is about how student gets the knowledge.
Ini siapa sih yang ngomong?
Ade Puspita, Bu ya.
Oh, Mbak Ade, oke, Mbak Ade.
Ma'am, you said that learning autonomy is how student gets the knowledge independently. So I ask you, do you mean that these methods are just appropriate for solitary student, or it can be applied for collaborative learning?
Bisa diulangi, kurang jelas.
Okay. Do you think that learning autonomy are just appropriate for solitary student, or it can be applied for collaborative learning? Second, I think it's not easy to start this habit for a student, although the student are very familiar with smartphone. And I ask you, do you have any techniques how to encourage the student awareness about the beneficial of learning autonomy? Jadi
Yang terakhir